Hey, everybody, and welcome back to season 2 of Young Black Equestrians, the podcast. In our first season, you got to know a little bit about us, what we defined a cowgirl as. You got to meet some of the young, aspiring equestrians in the industry, as well as some older, more experienced equestrians. This season, we want to bring you more of that. So, we're going to start off with a little bit of background on us again, a little bit more personal story, and then get right into it. So check us out: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you can host a podcast, we are there. If you have any questions, hit us up on our social media: Facebook, Instagram, Young Black Equestrians TP. We can't wait to hear from you. You are listening to Young Black Equestrians, the podcast, with your hosts, Aubriana Johnson and Caitlin Gooch.
All right, so I want to hear all about your weekend. Because we've got some fantastic news to share.
Oh my goodness. So, I don't even know where to start. So Jaquan proposed.
Well, just get right to it then.
Right,
Yeah.
but
okay.
There's a lot that led up to that. So first, I left for California on Thursday night. Yeah, and I got to LAX at 8:40. 8:40.
On Friday? Or on
Thursday.
Oh,
On
okay,
Thursday.
okay.
At 8:40 that night, Jaquan picked me up, and we went to his house because he just moved into a house in Oxnard, and he has like 3 other roommates. So we went there, went to sleep. Next day comes is his re-enlistment. So that's why I was going there, for his re-enlistment, because he's doing 3 more years into the Navy. So we get up, his mom is there, we go to the re-enlistment. No, we go out to eat first. We went and ate breakfast. Then we go to his re-enlistment. And it was really short. They just...
We got you again.
Right. They did a little spill. Everybody talked. I met some of his friends. And we left. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I know this sounds so boring so far. But it was like extremely short. But yeah. And I'm going to come back to the re-enlistment part later in the story. So then we left. And what did we do after that? I feel like... I think we took his mom somewhere. I don't know. This is still Friday? Yeah, this is still Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Why can't I remember what we did? We did something. Oh yeah, we went back to his house and we just hung out and was talking with his mom and stuff. Yeah, we didn't do much Friday. So let's skip to Saturday.
Fast forward.
Right. Fast forward to Saturday. So we get up that morning. What did we do that morning?
Did you eat breakfast?
That's what I'm trying to think. Did we eat breakfast in the morning? Nope, because we got up super late. And we just ate fruit in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we ate fruit in the kitchen. Called his mom to see if she wanted to go hiking. And she did not want to come with us hiking. She was cool in her hotel. So me and him got dressed to go hiking up this mountain in Oxnard, California. So we get there and we start going up this trail and whatnot. Everything cool. Just talking to each other. And then I was breathing real hard. And I was like, "Hey, we gotta sit down." So we sat down, and I was like, "All right, cool beans." So I got up, and we walked a few steps, and we sat down again. have not been super active in like working out, riding horses, none of that. I just been teaching and walking around. So I was feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, dang on. Like I'm drinking water out of his Camelback and everything, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I was feeling nauseous. And he was like, come on, just keep going, you know, like, we just got to get to this one part. He kept saying that. Like, every time we stopped, he was like, you see where the people at? That's where we got to get to. And I'm like, when are we going to get to where they at?
Right.
So we going up this mountain, and every few feet, you know, like, we turn and we look, you can see the ocean, and as we go up higher and higher, you can see more of the view.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going up it, and he was like, hey, we need some music. I was like, you're right. So we start listening to Nipsey Hussle going up this mountain. And it's other people that are also hiking too. And anytime people was about to come by, I was like, hey, let's just sit down because it was already too high. I don't really like heights. So I was just like, let them pass by because I don't want to be passing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going and still hiking up this thing. We see some lizards. That's about it. Yeah, we just going up it. He encouraging me to keep going. I was tired. I was ready to just sit down and not do this anymore. And then we got to this one point. He was like, all right, after we get over this and around the curve,
Oh my God.
it's going to be flat. I'm like, I feel like you've been telling me that the whole time.
Right.
Right. So we just keep going and going and going. I'm like, I need Jesus right now. Like, I'm praying and calling on the Lord. And my boyfriend is just like, you can do it, babe. Like, if you need to lean on me. So he in front of me, he got this book bag on, and I'm grabbing the back of it and walking up.
I was about to say, you
this
just do a
mountain.
piggyback ride. Let me just get up.
And walking up this mountain, and people coming down. And it's just so funny because everybody looked happy to be coming down it, but that thing going up, and just hot. So we get to this one point where it eventually does level out. So I'm like, okay, cool, and I can just walk like it's a regular path. And I'm like walking closer to the left because at the right it's just a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dang, I know how the horses feel. I'm like, this makes me rethink conditioning horses because yeah, you can't just take a horse out the pasture and go do a trail ride.
Yeah.
After I just did that, I was like, oh no.
Mm-mm.
I said, so where you say we going? He was like, at the very top, it's a flag. I said, I'm gonna see that flag another day because it's not gonna be today. I'm not gonna make it. So he just kept encouraging me to just keep going until we get to this one spot. So we're walking and talking, listening to Nipsey Hussle and all that. And then we finally get to this one point where it's just like, it's flat, and if you look off, you can see the ocean. I don't think you could see the car from where we're at. I can't remember, but you can see the ocean and stuff. It was really pretty. And I'm looking at the water and the boats, and in the water, it was like this line. I was like, what's that gold stuff? And I think it was like a reef or something. I can't remember what he said it was. So I'm looking out there and whatnot. Oh, and when we walked further down to like another spot, and then somebody had took some rocks and formed it in the shape of a heart. And I was like, oh, look at that.
Oh, that's
And so
cute.
I'm looking out in the ocean, and I turn around, and this ninja is on one knee looking at me, and he said that I did like a double take like that. I don't remember doing that, but he looking up at me, and I just start crying. And I was like, oh. And then he was like, I'm waiting. I'm like, you ain't nowhere. You ain't asked nothing.
Right.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm
I'm waiting on
We
you to
both
ask.
waiting.
Right. We both waiting. And then so he asked me to marry him. And I was like, of course. Like, what you mean?
Aww.
And I was like, oh. And then I didn't know what else to do. So I was like, can we pray? So we prayed. And it was so beautiful. And then we were just laughing and whatnot and hugging. I was like, oh. And just having that moment. And then we started walking back because I was ready to get to the bottom. And I was like, hey, yo, can we get an Uber? Like, I'm ready to get off.
Yes, yes.
An Uber in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were so high up. I know people have climbed higher, but we were so high up, there was like a helicopter we were looking down on.
Oh my God.
Right. So,
Drop
yeah.
me a line. Pull me up.
So we're walking back, and then he had pulled out his phone because he was recording me. He was just asking like, well, tell everybody what I just did. And it was so funny because he was like, and she said yes, and I was like, yeah, because you would have pushed me off that cliff if I said no.
Like, where did Caitlin go? I don't know.
Right, like
She got tired and went back
The
down.
mountain lions got her. They had a sign out there talking about beware the mountain lions. I was like, if
Oh,
a mountain
Lord.
lion jump out of here, I'm gonna die.
Oh Lord, I'm
Because I
gonna
would just
jump.
fell. So then we go back down the mountain, and going back down, it was a lot faster, but it was still a little hard because we just going down, slipping. I done slid. I was like, I'm gonna just slide down this part, like a slip and slide, but with rocks. I was like, I'm gonna just slide down here. It was fun though, and we finally get to the bottom, and I had hugged him so hard. I was just like, oh, like it was so amazing. But now let me rewind. So one of these days before this happened, I got on Facebook.
And what'd you see on Facebook?
And on Facebook, I happened to see a post that he was tagged in by one of his relatives that said, congratulations to both of my nephews. They proposed to their girlfriends, and the girlfriends said yes. So I read that, and I was like, what? And nobody proposed to me. And so I had told him, because he asked me after he proposed, he said, so did you see the post? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, well, I just figured, you know, it's just old folk being old folk, and somebody got it mixed up because your brother had to go to a wedding. I was like, you know, I just blew it off.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh. Oh, man. And then he proceeds to tell me, he was like, he was going to do it during his re-enlistment.
Mm-hmm.
During that ceremony. And like people, that's why everybody, I was wondering, I was like, why are we just standing here in the sun? Because we had just, after it was done, it was me, him, his mom, and a few of his friends. And we were all just standing there. I'm like, it's hot. Most of the time I was there, it was cold. But in this moment, because I had on a dress and my back was out, it was hot. Oh, he had got me a dress. That dress was so beautiful. He bought me a dress to wear to his re-enlistment on Friday. But yeah, so we standing there. And he didn't do it, and I'm glad he didn't, because earlier on this year, I had told him that if and when he did propose, I didn't want it to be in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
So he had changed his mind not to do it, because he was like, she would like it better if it was more intimate, and he was absolutely right, because I didn't want it to be in front of people, because I didn't want to see nobody see me ugly cry, because that's what would have happened.
Yeah.
So... Because he said that he had the ring in his pocket during the re-enlistment. And then we had went out to eat. That's what we had did that night. We had went out to eat. So we were going to go to this place called Yard House. And it was 2-packed, but he was going to do it in there. I'm like, I'm glad you ain't doing it in there either. Because,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
But we did eventually go to Yard House, and it was so good. They had orange chicken, but it was vegetarian. It was amazing. But
That's
yeah,
good. That's
I'm glad.
good. I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you.
And here's your present.
No,
Don't judge me for giving you this bag back.
It's okay. 'Cause I do that to my mother.
I'm like, I was looking for a bag and I was like, how is it that the only bag I have that fit this stuff is the bag that she gave me? So there's
you.
that. You're welcome.
Can I open it right now?
Yes, you can open it right now.
Open it live on the pocket. Oh, is this the one?
It is.
Oh my goodness.
It's a wine cooler fanny pack.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't have time to get the wine because I forgot.
But I would have known what it looked like. And we need to use this.
Yeah, we gotta plan a
ASAP.
trip.
ASAP.
Or go
And
to.
that was the other thing. People was asking me, already, y'all set a date?
Like, no.
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 Y'all send the money?
Right.
Oh.
Has time to pay for a wedding.
Life is better. It's sprinkles.
Yeah, so
And
that's
that makes it
just a
sweet.
little book that I found that you just write, I guess, good things in it. I don't know. But sometimes we have to.
This is like mermaid schools.
It is. It's beautiful.
There's donuts donuts.
I know. You
Vegan
said you
donuts.
want vegan donuts.
Yes. Oh. Walk by faith. Yes. 2 Corinthians 5:7. Oh. I need this in my life. The planner. Oh. It has God stuff on it.
That's the same thing I said when I picked it up. I said, it's got God stuff in it. Caitlin would like this.
Thank you. Because I need it to get my life in order.
Girl, I was like, no, I got my planner on my iPad, and I'm just like, okay, I got to use this. And I was in TJ Maxx. One of my coworkers had some snacks, some bean chips, and I ate them all. So I was she wasn't there, but I was gonna go get her some more because I ate them all, and I got some plantain chips, and I was in TJ Maxx and I happened to see that. So I was like, oh, that's cute.
Oh, thank you.
But that doesn't fit in your little bag. So it doesn't fit in your little bag. Whatever. Your little satchel bag.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter.
I'm pretty sure I have a different bag.
I should have got you a bag to put it in.
I'll get one. But one thing I do know, everything that I ever thought that I wanted, like the day that I would plan my wedding, it has went out the window.
Yeah.
It is out the window.
Yes. As I help people with their weddings, and I completely agree. Like I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I already told my mama, if I get married, the only reason I would have a wedding is if the person that I was getting married to was like the only child, or like, they have to have a wedding. If that is the case, I'm not paying for a single thing at all. At all.
Oh my goodness.
But
Both of us
I'm
have
not wearing
big
white.
families. No, I'm not wearing white either. I was like, I don't want to wear white.
Yeah. So I would definitely wear gold. And be so dramatic and be like, why we give this bitch a wedding? We should not have given her a wedding.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's either gonna be small or it's gonna be big. Like there's
No
never
in-between.
been no in between me. I'm either hot or I'm cold. Ain't no warm. Ain't no chilly. It's none of that. It's one or the other. There's no in between.
Yeah.
And I have a big family. He has a big family. I feel like combined we could easily invite 500 people.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to do that.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna do, but I am excited. And he did make that day. It was a really dope day, cause we just hung out, and we went to that restaurant. And we watched. You know the show? Have you seen the show Marlon on Netflix? One of the Wayans brothers has his own show.
No, I've seen that he has his own show, but I
We
haven't
watched that show all night. It was cracking up.
That's funny. I'll have to watch it.
Non-stop laughing.
Oh my goodness.
It was too funny. It was too
Check
funny.
that out. I got some internet. I got a jetpack, but I can't watch Netflix unless I want to use up all my gigs.
What is that?
It's like a mobile hotspot,
Oh wow.
so I just take it around with me everywhere,
Wow.
and then have internet anywhere. Like I know, I can have internet on my iPad anywhere. It's pretty cool.
That's dope.
But yeah, I'm super excited.
Me too. I don't even know what to do next.
Yeah, it's like,
What do I do now? And then I told,
does he want a wedding?
he want whatever I want.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
He said, whatever Caitlin wants is what Caitlin gets.
Good answer. Keep that up. Keep that same energy.
Right.
Keep that same energy till death do you part.
He said, it's about us at the end of the day.
Yes.
So you're right.
Yes.
Because I feel like if we do have one, I just feel like somebody's gonna be left out. Like everybody can't be in the
please,
wedding.
You can't please everybody.
Right. Everybody not gonna be able to make it because it's gonna be on the day, and somebody's probably gonna have something to do that day. And then his family's in New Jersey, and my family's here in North Carolina. But then he also has people in California. So there's that. Yeah. So we'll just see what happens. But I do want like 50 million pictures with my animals.
A photographer,
right.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. Like a wedding without the wedding photo shoot with all the critters, and we can make them look all nice and stuff. Right. You know what? Ain't no bridal party. It's gonna be Ruth, Barbie, goat,
princess,
apples is the flower girl,
right?
Goat's the matron of honor. Yes, and
that'd be too funny.
Then he can have his friends,
right?
Whoever else you want to invite.
Right, they're gonna be leading the animals.
Yeah. They gonna lead them down the aisle. Goat and one of his homeboys.
Right.
Yep.
That'll be so crazy.
Yeah, people will be like,
they're like, he done found this country bumpkin.
Right. Where did he,
city boy,
dig this girl up from? That
under
would be
a rock.
hilarious.
It really would. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Well, that's super exciting.
I told my students, and they screamed.
Oh.
Logan jumped on me.
Oh my goodness. Did you go to work today?
Yeah. Yeah, I got back this morning at 5:30. Went home, ate 2 bowls of cereal, went to sleep, woke up, and I was an hour late for work.
Oh my gosh.
Tripping.
That is a lot. That is a lot in one day, Lord have mercy. Well,
I'm excited.
I know. We gotta plan a party.
I really want to just turn up.
Yeah.
I don't do that often.
Yeah. I know. We can. Moving on.
Oh my gosh.
Moving on. That's good. Yeah. Well, I don't have anything nearly as exciting that happened to me this weekend. Saturday I didn't do anything really.
How was the zucchini bread?
Oh my God. I'm gonna give you some. Oh, no, I can't.
Chocolate. Is chocolate in it or on top of it?
In it.
Oh.
Chocolate chips. Ugh. I have to be so weird. If you get Caitlin something, do not get her chocolate for her wedding because she does not.
Oh, I will shut it down. I'm like, who brought this in?
You clearly don't know me.
Right.
You don't know me. Who brought this?
Please don't.
Yeah, no chocolate.
Like, who please escort them out.
Who name on this? Yeah, so I have another zucchini, so I'll make another zucchini bread with no chocolate in it. But
I bet it was banging.
It was good.
Like that blueberry cobbler.
Oh,
that stuff was good.
Yeah, we can make that for your party. Have like 5 crock pots. But yeah, I don't know. What did I do? Oh my gosh! On Saturday, I went to Tractor Supply and I was outside with the horses and doing something. I don't know, cleaning the buckets or something. And I heard thunder, but I literally didn't see not now cloud. It was like white over here and blue over here. So I guess this giant blue thing, it was just one big cloud. And so I was like, Amherst, do you want to go to Tractor Supply? So we went. And we're coming down Dale Boulevard and it starts raining. And I'm like, what the heck? Girl, when I say the bottom fell out.
Wow.
We had to run. I ran into Tractor Supply and Amherst went up to her ankles. Like the parking lot was flooding.
Wow.
And people were just like, "Is it raining out there?" I was like, "No, sir, it's not. It's just dry. It's just dry. We was just running for fun."
Oh my gosh.
But it was raining so hard. And she's like out there watering her flowers. She's like, "It hasn't rained in 3 days."
Oh my gosh.
And then it torrential downpours.
Wow.
So
For how long?
I mean, probably a good 25 minutes. Like we walked around Tractor Supply for a minute, like just bullshitting pretty much. I mean, I got the stuff I needed, but it was raining so hard. But yeah, that was pretty much, well, not the most eventful, but the most eventful thing that I care to share about this weekend. I also went to the flea market and got some pretty cool things.
Yes, these paintings are dope.
Yeah, and I got these I'm gonna do something to them, but for the wedding, or for the I don't know, I might spray paint them or something.
Oh, this one is so cute.
A gift. But yeah, so it was very, very bland weekend. Well, actually, ish. I told you I had a friend cook for me yesterday, cook dinner. It actually wasn't that bad.
No, it was good.
I was pleasantly surprised. But then I was like stuffed. I had already eaten.
Oh my goodness.
Just in case it was not good. But then he was like, "I made your plate." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And I was like, he definitely gave me a man plate.
Oh my gosh.
Had chicken wings and it's like Asian rice and salad. He said that he felt like he was under a lot of pressure.
To cook for you?
Yes.
The person who cooks.
Yes, he said, "How do you cook for the Black Martha Stewart?" I was like, "Really?"
Oh my gosh.
Definitely not the Black Martha Stewart. But
That's
okay.
funny. The bar is high.
The bar is high. Yeah. I told him,
That's
I
a
was
good
like, "Yeah,
thing.
you should have been nervous because I would not have eaten it if it was nasty."
And that would have been awkward.
Yeah. I would have been like, okay. Well.
You tried.
It was kind of awkward. I was like, he's a guy. He lives with another guy. Like, they're just guys. It's a guy place. I was like, "Do you have a table?"
Oh my. Let's talk about this. What is up? If guys actually listened to this part, what is up with y'all? Like, I went and you getting on the plane, you ain't trying to pack everything because they like, okay, you can't bring but so much liquids and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do a carry-on because I was like, I don't want to check in no bags. And I didn't want to have my bag checked, so I didn't bring like a big suitcase. So I just had a small bag and my book bag. So I'm like, okay, Jaquan got stuff, and if I need something for referral, I can just go buy it.
Right.
This ninja has one towel and one rag. Sir, why do you only have one towel and one rag?
Too, like, you got to wash it. Like, when you wash it, you got to dry it immediately because you need it that night. Like, what?
Did he have a table?
No.
Why? Are y'all only, like, you are not going to be the only person forever? And I understand you might be the only one right now, but dang.
But, I mean, yeah, it's totally a guy thing because I have a bunch of shit. Like, we in an extra room. We are in the craft room with a bunch of extra shit in it. Like,
Right,
that's just
something
me.
in case somebody needs something.
Right. Like, you need a hat, I got some hats. You need a t-shirt, I got some of them too.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I got plenty of towels. I got hair towels, I got beach towels, I got hand towels and washcloths. But I don't like doing laundry, so I don't keep
Just one. And he only had one. He had to go get one from his friend, a towel and a rag from his friend. I was like, oh my goodness. And you know that he lived with guys because I'm upstairs using the bathroom And I look, and there's no tissue. I'm like, okay, maybe there's some under the sink.
No.
What's not under the sink? More tissue. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And
just
then
shake and go.
this is really a God thing. You know how like in the bathroom you usually have like a small thing of like hand soap? They got this big old container of hand soap.
Why buy the pump?
Right.
You can just buy the refill.
Just buy the refill. Put the refill in the bathroom. They got the refill in the corner.
I can't lie. I did
was
that
like,
at
guys
work.
live here.
I did that at work because people started putting water in the hand soap. And when I tell you, when you go to pump something in your hand and it comes out a consistency you were not prepared for, it makes me want to vomit.
Oh my God.
I cannot. So I threw it away. I was like, no, who does this?
Just put the
We're not
refill in
poor.
there.
And I just put the refill up there.
Somebody do that at their house.
Yeah, like you do that
It's
at
still
home.
soap in there.
Just rub your hands together. No, I cannot.
Oh my gosh.
I got mad at my mom when she did that here. She was like, well, I can't get it out. I'm like, well, you should have just tilted it over and waited for it to come in your hand. Do not put water
Oh my god.
in my soap pump. God almighty.
man,
I
that's
didn't
so
even know
funny.
that was something that bothered me so much until like I just come across it sometimes and I'm just like, ugh,
That
oh
is
God.
funny.
it's water.
That is funny.
Because it is cold. It's like cold water.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Guys
Man.
do better. Like, dang.
Yeah.
Even if you don't plan on nobody staying, just have a backup. Like,
Yeah. It's
sorry, babe.
Right.
Not putting you on blast.
Right. It's
That's what I'm
alright.
gonna buy you for your engagement gift.
Right.
Towels.
Towels.
A set of towels.
I'm gonna buy me a set of everything I need for when I come up there. Okay. That is too funny. I don't know why guys do.
It's funny. His mom was like, well, at least you know he ain't got no company.
True. Or she just nasty. It don't wash. Ugh.
Oh, man. That was funny to my soul.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Man, and then I'll just put you on blast. So we had to do laundry because we always do laundry like before we leave. So you just put everything that you had,
Oh wait, yeah.
back in your suitcase. So he was like, "Dang, I got no detergent. We don't forgot to get detergent 3 times that we've been out." So he was like, "All right, bet this is what we gonna do." His old roommate, his friend Kayla, he was like, "We'll go to her house and we're gonna take some Tide Pods."
Oh my
So
God.
we go to her house. I was like, "Well, what's she home?" He's like, "She ain't home. She won't be back till 9 o'clock." So we go, and I'm just sitting in the car, and all you hear is her dog barking.
Oh my God.
He took 4 Tide Pods out this girl's house.
He's got a key to her house? Oh
Because
my goodness.
he just moved out of there.
Oh.
Because she's moving in August to go be with her wife in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So he literally just moved out. So he still had the key. I was like, I'm gonna tell her this story one day. Like one day it's just gonna come up randomly. I'm like, remember that day?
Right. I hope that wasn't the last 4.
Right.
Like the last 5. And she's like, dang, I had enough for a couple more loads.
Oh man, that was so funny because all you hear is the dog just barking.
Boy, like, Beef!
Right.
Beef in the night!
Took the Tide Pods. Like we took the Tide Pods and left.
That is too funny. Like, at least you got it squared away. You do
Guys
what
are
you
funny.
need to do. Yeah, they are, man.
They ain't had no
Yes,
paper
they are.
towels either.
It's amazing that someone can live
Did
so
you see-
little.
Did you see? There was a post. You know how the shower curtain has the holes at the top.
The
Did you
rod,
see that?
yes.
He put the rod through the hole. The whole rod.
The whole
And then
ride.
somebody said, "How do men make it past the age 7?"
Yes. Because you know he had to struggle, like,
Right.
but not at one point did you say,
Like, this
maybe
can't
this ain't
be
right.
This can't be right. There has to
No.
be another way.
No, he was like, we want to fight? Oh, we gonna do it. Like, what? Yeah, I looked
Oh
at
my
that and I was
gosh.
like, that's some real.
Oh, man. And then
Which
the
it
one
is
where the
some coons.
right. Some comments. Then the one where the dude in the video, he trying to put the suitcase up in the compartment on the airplane, and he couldn't get it, and then that woman, the flight attendant, came, and then she did it in like 2 seconds.
Oh my goodness, I did not see that.
Oh my god!
Sure
People were just like, how would men survive without women? Like, how would y'all survive?
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all need to think about that.
Right, because don't let you get one inkling of sick, like a little cough, and it's just like
It's
a wrap. It is a wrap after that. Like, ooh, I'm dying, and it's like I literally feel like my insides want to fall out once a month.
Right.
Yet here I am. Well, gotta be stuck with one for the rest of your life. How do you feel?
At least it's a good one. He's a good one. He's a great one.
Yeah.
He's pretty dope.
I guess so, because hopefully she won't listen. But I had a client try to hook me up with her son. And so she walks in. This is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
She walks in and she's like, "Hey, Brianna, I didn't know you were into horses." And I was like,
"What you mean?"
Like I know who I've talked to about the horses at work. Like she was not one of the people that I had a conversation about them. I was like, yeah. Did we talk about this before? And she's like, "No, I saw it on your Facebook." And I was like, "Motherfucker."
Is she over 30?
Yeah.
They always go to Facebook.
Well, apparently, so like my job's Facebook page, like, I don't know, we did a post like, share the last picture of your pet in your phone, something where people were like commenting because everybody wants to show their pets, and I had commented after her, and so she got the notification that I had commented on, and I guess it was in my profile picture of a horse of some sort. And so she looked on my page, which is pretty locked down from somebody who's not my friend's perspective, but I do have some public posts like videos of Encore or something like that. I was like, "Oh yeah, I have horses." And she was like, so what are you, like a black horse rider, or?" And this is a black lady. I was just like, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's me, but you know, there's a lot of people in this area that a lot of black people that ride horses too. You know, we go trail riding on the weekends, and some people compete. You know, some people do rodeos. It's just, oh my god! I was telling my son, and I was just like, yeah, here it is. This is here. We're leading up. And she was just saying, like, you know, my son is a great catch. I mean, he's an investment banker. He's got a great job. He drives a nice car. He has his own place. But he's just kind of weird. He just, and I was just like,
wonder where he gets that from, Mom.
Yeah. I mean, she's a nice lady, and she's very intelligent. She has her own business. I don't know what it is, but she was saying that she embarrassed him at a banquet. Like, you guys, my son is single, and I'm trying to find him a wife. Kind of situation. So, yeah, and I was just like, okay, wow. I just really hope nobody walks in, like, because I feel like this conversation's not over. But she was just saying that he works long hours, and he like works with money on the stock market, and like when there's trades, like he's playing with billions of dollars and like moving money around, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah. And my son said, I work like 12-hour days. Like, I can't have somebody text me, calling me when you coming home, blah blah blah. And I was like, that sounds like a perfect fit. You go to work, I'll be at home, like, signing checks for the farm.
Right.
We got about 15, 25 acres.
Right.
You go to work for 12 hours. I'll be at the house chilling,
Right.
doing my thing, and you just sign checks since you got it. It's a good job. But then I realized, like, that's why I'm still single, because I'm like, yeah, I don't need to see you. That's not a good thing. Anyway, but I was like, yeah. And she was telling me that she was trying to hook him up, and I was like, yeah, you know, you sound like my family, because every time I turn around, somebody's like, you know what, I'm gonna find you
Oh my gosh.
a good man. I'm like, yeah, well,
Oh man.
Good luck with that. We'll see.
Mm.
We'll see how that goes.
That is funny.
It was just interesting. I was like, yeah, well, I mean, I didn't give her my number or anything. I was like, whatever. But I would not be surprised if she sends her son to come pick up the dog. Because I didn't even expect to see her because it was a pet sitter bringing the dog. But I was just like, oh my God.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And I've seen her several times since that post and before this conversation. I'm like, you've just been sitting on this information.
Oh my goodness. That's interesting though. Because I can't imagine dating.
Yeah, dating sucks. Dating sucks. I don't know. It's hard being somebody that's content being alone.
Mm.
It's like, I'm fine by myself. Like, I'm good. Like, I stay busy enough. I'm like, got my shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say. Like, my friend said, oh, am I just an option? Like, the options between you and myself, not like you and some other 5 other dudes. Like, no. If being by myself is how I feel, like, I want to, you know, go on with my life right now. And then I say no to you. Yeah, that's the option. Like, I don't want to leave my house right now. You plan on coming here, then that's another thing. But I commend long distance relationships. Because we only live 30 minutes away from each other, and it's still like, I ain't coming.
For those that don't know, Jaquan is based in Oxnard, California, and I live in Wendell, North Carolina.
Yeah, whole coast. Whole coast to coast.
And we have been together for a year and going on 7 months. And 6 of those months, he was deployed in another country where I could not talk to him as much as I can now. So, long distance relationships work. Shout out to y'all that are less than an hour away from each other.
Right. Y'all be acting like it's real hard. Like, oh, I can't make it. Like, no, you just don't want to. You're right.
I saw him twice in June. We saw each other twice. That normally doesn't happen. Normally we just see each other once a month. But we saw each other twice. He came here for a week, and then I went there for 4 days. It was his re-enlistment. Oh, he came for the concert.
Yeah.
So June was just busy. But I totally understand. There's nothing wrong with being alone, being single.
Single people have fun too. Woo woo. All right, so we have to plan a party. What else do we have to do?
Decide if there's gonna be a wedding or not.
Yeah. Ugh.
His mom was
Gotta
like,
worry about food.
I know.
Catering.
His mom was like, do I need to tell my people to bring their own food? Because they eat meat.
Yes.
Right. If you eat meat, bring your own meat.
BYOM.
Bring your own meat.
This is a vegetarian wedding. BYOM.
Oh my gosh. That'd be funny. That would be too funny.
That would be tragic. Maybe that's how you can cut down on who wants to come.
Then she said have a destination wedding. And I was like, I don't know if my mama gonna get on a plane.
Yeah, true.
My mom ain't never been on a plane.
You could do it on a cruise. My not my stepmom. I call her my stepmom because it's just easier. My sister's mom got married on a cruise. And it's like cruise and honeymoon at the same time, but all your people are there. So it's like, you want all your people on your honeymoon, unless you plan on doing something else after the cruise. But
I have to think about that. Pictures. Because I was wondering, I was like, I think I do want pictures just to have later on in life.
You gotta get a dress.
Yeah, that
Even
too.
if you don't have a wedding.
A dress.
You know, wedding, a marriage dress.
A marriage dress.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can technically go dress shopping. I know, right? For the fun of it.
They're like, oh my God, what's the date?
I don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. We're just here. We're just here now, but we're
Right.
just bored. We just look up the date.
Y'all got wine or not? Oh my goodness.
Wine or no? No?
That's
Okay.
too
No.
funny.
We won't be here long.
Yeah, I don't know what else there is.
Oh man. What horsey stuff? We got 4-H. You said we're not doing the meeting in
In August, we're doing
August.
community service.
community service in August.
Mm-hmm.
I just caught the email. I completely forgot about this garden project thing that was happening. I saw was the email. Thank you for coming out. And I was like, oh. It was not meant for me. It was just a mass email sent out. But oh yeah. We, just add it to the list of things we have to do. We have to do. You have to learn how to do archery.
Yes. I have a saddle.
We have to do our own. You have a bow?
I said I need a bow.
Oh,
I just got the saddle.
I would just prefer to have like the ones that are like a gun. I don't want to have to pull back.
Right. This guy that I follow that is a mountain archer on Instagram, he just started, I don't know
The
what it's
sword.
called. Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And I was like, wow. And he just makes it look so easy.
I know, and then he holds it by his head, and I'm like,
Yes, like you really trust that horse.
Right. You
That
trust
horse-
yourself.
Yes. That horse knows its job and you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw him practice, like somebody was pulling him on like a makeshift horse thing. I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, wow, that is so cool.
It's amazing how people can find. Like, how do you even know that exists? Like,
Right.
who told you that was a thing?
Like, what else do people do on horseback?
Yeah. I had a client today. She came and dropped her dog off just for one night. She said, were you at Portofino? And that was the race that I went to on Kentucky Derby Day.
mhm.
And I was like, yeah, I was. She's like, I was going to come say hey to you, but you look like real official, like you had your fanny pack. And, you just, and I was like, yeah, I was assigned to be the person yelling at people. I understand what you're saying.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I was yelling at people because they had it set up all wrong, but she boards her horse out there.
Mhm.
And I was just like, I don't want to hear you complain about the bill at all.
Mm.
You board your horse at Portofino,
Mhm.
where they got a racetrack, a cross country field.
Sounds expensive already.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to hear you complain about anybody's prices. But it just made me think, like, yeah, I just need to be careful. Be careful where I am and what I say, because people are watching. And they show up at your job.
Mhm.
Ask you if you like horses on Facebook, and
What if they saw you on TV? I have been, like, people really been noticing. Like, this one lady was like, and I was like, oh my gosh. You're the girl from Black Country.
Yes.
Yes. Did you watch the whole episode?
Right.
This is like my follow-up question.
Yeah. So what's next with that? Do we know?
We are
Is that
Just
another
waiting.
episode?
hopefully, yeah, I believe it'll be a series. I think we're just waiting to see who picks it up.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what we're waiting on.
It looks real Netflixy.
Yes, like I would
Like
love
it should
have
be a
this
Netflix
that would be
thing.
so dope.
Yeah.
That would be so dope.
Netflix original.
Mm-hmm. Netflix original Black Country.
I wonder what you have to do.
I don't know, cause that would just be so dope. Cause the footage that we saw, like a lot of it is old.
Yeah, and she said she had enough to make.
Yeah.
Several more.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And my dad, he's been out there with the GoPro on some trail rides this year.
Mm-hmm.
And even in some of my lessons, I didn't even notice, but I had looked, and he's like, he was recording me.
What are you doing? That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are definitely watching.
Mm-hmm. So if you have not heard or seen, if you're listening to this podcast, you have to have seen the Black Country. It's talking about the Black Country documentary that came out. It's streaming on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Fire Stick, Roku. I think that's it. But you just have to get the WREL app on those things, and then you can watch it. So if you have not seen it, or I don't know if I shared it to the podcast page, but when somebody recorded it,
I don't know if you shared that one.
I'll share it after this. But yeah, take a look at it. It's freaking awesome, and yeah.
I'm excited. It's July 1st, start of a new month.
Yes.
Get them goals down. I got me a planner to write my goals in.
Yes, I need to write down goals too, because
I was thinking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Because life is gonna keep going.
The year is halfway over.
Yeah, it's halfway. Oh my gosh.
I know. All the things we've done in 6 months.
Right. Wow.
We've got to
keep going.
Yeah, keep that same energy.